In 1979, a small but incredibly fascinating chapter in American numismatic history unfolded, one that would leave coin collectors and enthusiasts in awe for decades to come. We're talking about the 1979 USA One Dime penny, a coin that, despite its humble appearance, has garnered attention for its unexpected rarity, historical significance, and, most recently, its staggering value. But before we dive into the current day, let's take a step back to understand how this seemingly ordinary coin became an extraordinary piece of history. The year 1979 was a momentous one in the United States, marking a time of economic transition, political shifts, and cultural changes. The country was recovering from the turbulent 1970s, a decade known for inflation, energy crises, and social unrest. Meanwhile, in the world of American currency, the U.S. Mint was quietly continuing its work of producing the coins that would circulate across the nation. Among these was the dime, a coin that, at face value, hasn't changed much in its design for over a century. The dime, which represents 10 cents, has always been a small but mighty coin in American currency. First minted in 1796, it has evolved in terms of design and composition over the years. In the late 20th century, the standard dime was characterized by the familiar profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who had passed away in 1945. This design had been in place since 1946, following a nationwide contest to select an appropriate likeness to honor Roosevelt's legacy. However, in 1979, something unusual happened in the U.S. Mint, an error in the minting process that would lead to the creation of an incredibly rare and highly sought-after coin. For most of the year, the Mint continued producing dimes that featured the familiar Roosevelt profile. But in a small number of cases, the Mint accidentally struck one dime coin with a very peculiar and rare characteristic: a design meant for a penny, not a dime. This coin, a one-dime penny, was the result of a misaligned die that led to a penny-sized planchet being used to create a dime. The error was significant for a number of reasons. First, the size discrepancy. Pennies and dimes, although both small, are made from different materials and have different diameters. A penny measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, while a dime is only 17.91 millimeters across. This mismatch in size resulted in a coin that was slightly smaller than the standard dime, and its appearance was enough to raise eyebrows when it first came to light. The U.S. Mint, upon discovering the error, immediately began to pull these coins from circulation, but as with many valuable error coins, not all of them were retrieved. Interestingly, this wasn't the first time that a coin had been struck with a misaligned die. Over the years, the U.S. Mint had produced a variety of error coins, some of which became highly valuable over time. However, the 1979 one-dime penny was different, as it wasn't just an error, it was a piece of history, a tangible representation of the intersection between human error and the creation of something truly unique. While these one-dime pennies weren't initially recognized as rare or valuable, they began to gain attention from collectors in the years that followed. Numismatists, those passionate experts of coin collecting, have long had a fascination with minting errors, and this particular mistake was no exception. Over time, it became clear that the one-dime penny was an exceptionally rare find, and collectors began to actively seek it out. The first few discovered pieces were traded quietly among numismatists, and rumors of their existence spread within the coin-collecting community. As is often the case with rare coins, word of the mistake spread like wildfire, and soon, a small but dedicated group of collectors were hunting for these elusive coins. Auctions started to feature these coins, and what had once been considered a simple error became a highly desirable item for those who had an eye for rare and unique pieces. What makes the 1979 one-dime penny even more interesting is that, despite its rarity, it remained largely under the radar for quite some time. It wasn't until the late 1990s and early 2000s that the coin truly began to attract widespread attention. The few remaining examples, all in various stages of preservation, were gradually making their way to public auction houses. And with each sale, the value of these one-dime pennies climbed higher and higher. At first, the value of the coin seemed modest, but as collectors began to realize the full extent of its rarity and historical significance, the prices escalated. What was once a coin that might have been dismissed as a mistake became an object of desire, with collectors willing to pay hefty sums to acquire one of these elusive pieces. Some early sales saw the coin fetch prices in the hundreds of dollars, which was already impressive for a dime-sized penny. But as demand grew and more collectors became aware of the coin's unique appeal, the prices continued to rise. Fast forward to the present day, and the 1979 one-dime penny has taken its place among the most coveted error coins in the world. Its value has surged dramatically in recent years, and collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums for the privilege of owning one. The current market value of a 1979 one-dime penny, depending on its condition and provenance, can range anywhere from several $1,000s to an eye-popping $131,000. Yes, you read that right, $131,000 for a single coin that was, in essence, a manufacturing error. Why is this coin worth so much? The answer lies in its rarity, historical context, and the growing demand among collectors for unique and hard-to-find pieces. Coins like the 1979 one-dime penny are a reminder of the imperfections in the minting process, but also of the allure of imperfection itself. These coins stand as a testament to the world of numismatics, where even the smallest mistake can lead to something of extraordinary value. So, if you happen to come across a 1979 dime that doesn't quite look like the others, a little smaller, a little off-center, you might just have a treasure in your hands. The 1979 One Dime penny has gone from an overlooked mistake to one of the most sought-after coins in the world, and its stunning value of $131,000 is a testament to the timeless allure of numismatic errors that in the world of coin collecting. Sometimes the most unexpected discoveries can turn out to be the most valuable. And as the story of the 1979 one-dime penny shows, a simple error can lead to a truly remarkable piece of history that captivates collectors for years to come. Who knows what other hidden gems might be waiting to be discovered in the world of coins? One thing is certain, the story of the 1979 one-dime penny will continue to inspire coin enthusiasts for generations to come. As the 1979 one-dime penny continues to capture the imaginations of collectors, its story serves as a reminder of how the world of numismatics is never truly static. Coin collecting is more than just the pursuit of shiny metals and stamped portraits. It's about tracing the history and intricacies of a nation through the small yet significant details that make each coin unique. And the 1979 one-dime penny? Well, it's one of those rare examples where the mistake became part of the story, adding a layer of intrigue to the already fascinating world of coins. But how exactly do you know if you found a genuine 1979 one-dime penny? Because of its rarity, these coins are often the subject of intense scrutiny and sometimes even skepticism. Counterfeiters and opportunists know the coin's value, so it's important for any potential buyer or seller to do their due diligence. Many of the genuine examples of this coin are graded and certified by professional organizations, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These certifications give the coin an official grade, which can help determine its value in the marketplace. The condition of the coin is one of the most critical factors that affects its value. Like any collectible, the better the condition, the higher the price it can command. Coins are typically rated on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A 1979 one-dime penny in pristine condition, perhaps even in uncirculated or mint state, would be worth significantly more than one with obvious wear and tear. The rarity of the error combined with the coin's condition is what makes it such a valuable commodity. If you're ever lucky enough to come across a 1979 one-dime penny, it's crucial to remember that while the coin's historical value is immense, the financial gain could be even more surprising. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector, an occasional hobbyist, or simply someone intrigued by the stories that coins tell, the 1979 one-dime penny provides a window into how a small, seemingly insignificant mistake can change the course of numismatic history. Imagine for a moment that you're holding a coin in your hand that, decades ago, slipped through the cracks of the U.S. Mint's quality control. A coin that represents both the precision of American minting and the unpredictability of human error. That small penny-sized dime you're looking at carries not just the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, but also the legacy of a moment in time when things went a little awry and created something rare and valuable. The combination of historical significance, rarity, and the sheer oddity of the situation make this coin so much more than just another piece of currency. It's worth noting that the 1979 one-dime penny isn't the only example of such an error in coin production. Over the years, the Mint has accidentally produced various coins with errors, and many of these have become highly sought after by collectors. The most famous examples of this phenomenon include coins like the 1943 copper penny and the 1955 double die penny. Each of these coins shares a common theme. They were the result of an error in the minting process, but their rarity, combined with the inherent appeal of being unique, made them immensely valuable. And just as with those previous errors, the 1979 one-dime penny continues to garner attention at auction houses, coin shows, and in online markets. Collectors around the world keep their eyes peeled for the elusive coin, and its status as a rare, high-value treasure has only solidified over time. The story of the one-dime penny is a reminder of how sometimes the most unlikely pieces of history come from the smallest of mistakes. But what makes the 1979 one-dime penny even more intriguing is how the story has evolved over time. When the coin was first produced, it wasn't clear that this error would hold any real significance. Most people probably didn't even notice the slight size discrepancy when they used the coin in their daily lives. However, with the passage of time and the deepening interest in numismatics, the 1979 one-dime penny went from being a footnote in coin history to one of the most exciting finds in the world of collectibles. For modern collectors, the appeal of the 1979 one-dime penny lies not just in its rarity and monetary value, but in its very story. It's a coin that came from a mistake, one that only serves to prove how unpredictable and fascinating the world of coin collecting can be. Who would have thought that a tiny, seemingly insignificant error could lead to a coin valued at over $130,000? That's the beauty of numismatics. No matter how much you think you know, there's always something new, always a surprise waiting around the corner as we look ahead. It's clear that the 1979 one-dime penny will remain a centerpiece in the world of error coins for the foreseeable future. Its story will continue to inspire collectors, historians, and enthusiasts, reminding us all of the sometimes overlooked treasures that exist within the fabric of everyday life. And while the 1979 one-dime penny may be the rarest of the rare, its existence is a testament to the idea that in the world of coin collecting, the most unexpected finds can turn out to be the most valuable. Whether you're just starting your journey into the world of coins or you've been collecting for years, remember that every coin holds a story, and sometimes, the smallest mistakes can lead to the greatest discoveries. So, next time you find yourself rummaging through your spare change or browsing through a coin dealer's selection, keep your eyes peeled for any oddities or anomalies. You might just stumble upon the next big numismatic treasure, whether it's a 1979 one-dime penny or something else entirely. After all, in the world of coins, it's the unexpected that often holds the most value. And with that, we're reminded once again that in the ever-evolving story of coin collecting, anything can happen. The story of the 1979 one-dime penny also highlights something that's often overlooked in the world of collecting: patience. For collectors, especially those focused on rare errors like this one, the pursuit is often about more than just the thrill of the find. It's about the journey, the years spent studying, searching, and learning about the intricate details of coins. Some collectors spend decades building their collections, sifting through countless coins and patiently waiting for that one piece that will complete their treasure trove. For anyone who's just starting out in coin collecting, it's important to keep in mind that the world of numismatics isn't always about instant rewards. Sometimes, a rare find like the 1979 one-dime penny might not be immediately apparent or accessible. It might take years before such an error becomes known to the public or before its value becomes widely recognized. But for those who persist and continue to learn, the rewards can be absolutely worth the wait. One thing that collectors often appreciate about the 1979 one-dime penny is how it defies expectations. Coin collecting, in many ways, is a study of patterns, recognizing how coins are struck, understanding their design changes, and knowing which years are significant for particular types of coins. But every once in a while, an anomaly breaks the pattern. And that's what makes the 1979 one-dime penny so special. It was never meant to exist, yet its very existence made it one of the most remarkable finds in modern numismatics. In fact, this is a great example of how the appeal of coin collecting is often rooted in the unexpected. While many collectors seek out coins from specific years, designs, or series, it's the errors, the mistakes, the coins that are different, that often attract the most attention. The 1979 one-dime penny is a reminder that the world of coins is full of surprises. Just like the people who create and use these coins, the process of minting isn't always perfect. The mistakes are part of the story, and sometimes those imperfections are what turn an ordinary object into something extraordinary. Another intriguing aspect of the 1979 one-dime penny is how the coin has shaped the way we think about value in the world of collectibles. It's often said that value is in the eye of the beholder, and when it comes to rare coins, this statement could not be truer. The value of the 1979 one-dime penny isn't just defined by its rarity, but also by the narrative that surrounds it. Collectors don't just buy a coin. They buy a piece of history, a story, an experience. And for many, the story of this tiny mistake that turned into a prized collectible is what makes the coin so fascinating. Point 1. Might also consider the broader impact of this rare find on the coin collecting community as a whole. The discovery and subsequent rise in value of the 1979 one-dime penny serves as a source of inspiration for collectors everywhere. It reinforces the idea that even the smallest, most seemingly insignificant coin can turn into a treasure with the right combination of rarity, historical context, and, yes, a little bit of luck. This serves as a reminder that anyone, from a casual hobbyist to a serious numismatist, has the potential to discover something truly valuable and unexpected. And let's not forget the wider cultural significance of this coin. Over the years, as the 1979 one-dime penny has gained recognition, it has become something of a symbol for how errors and imperfections can create value. In a world where perfection is often the standard, the very existence of this flawed coin challenges that idea. It's a testament to how sometimes what's deemed a mistake can end up being far more important than what's correct. For many collectors, this philosophical aspect of coin collecting is just as rewarding as the financial value of the coins themselves. So, as we look to the future, the story of the 1979 one-dime penny will likely continue to evolve. Whether its value increases, stabilizes, or fluctuates with the market, one thing is certain. The coin's significance is cemented in the annals of numismatic history. Each time it is auctioned, sold, or passed from one collector to the next, it tells the story of how a tiny error in 1979 created something rare, unique, and valuable. It will forever stand as a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, the journey of discovery is never truly over. And if you happen to be lucky enough to come across a 1979 one-dime penny in your own collection, just remember, you're holding more than just a rare coin. You're holding a piece of history, a small yet mighty token that proves how even the smallest mistakes can change the world in the most unexpected ways. Whether you choose to keep it as part of your collection or sell it to the highest bidder, you'll forever be part of the story of one of the most fascinating coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint. The 1979 one-dime penny is a reminder that sometimes the real treasures are the ones that are overlooked, the ones that challenge our expectations, and the ones that make us marvel at the intricate details of a world that often goes unnoticed. In the end, the tale of the 1979 one-dime penny isn't just about rare coins or their high price tags. It's about the magic that exists in the most unexpected places. Whether in the history of coin production or in the journey of discovering what makes something valuable, the story of this coin will continue to captivate collectors for years to come. So, keep your eyes open, keep learning, and never forget the possibility that the next great discovery could be just around the corner. As the 1979 one-dime penny continues to captivate collectors, its significance is not only found in its rarity, but in the way it exemplifies the broader principles of coin collecting itself. Coin collecting isn't just about acquiring valuable items. It's about uncovering stories, learning history, and understanding the intricate craftsmanship behind each coin. Every coin, whether it's a flawless piece or an error coin like the 1979 one-dime penny, tells a unique story. And for collectors, each story adds a layer of meaning to their collections. It's also worth noting that the value of a coin is not static. Over time, trends in the numismatic world can shift, and what might be a hot commodity today could lose its appeal tomorrow. This is something collectors have to consider when acquiring coins. While the 1979 one-dime penny is valued at a stunning $131,000 in the present, there's always a certain amount of unpredictability in the market. A coin's value can be influenced by a number of factors, including its rarity, condition, demand, and the whims of the collecting community. But the market for error coins, like the 1979 one-dime penny, has proven to be quite resilient. Era coins tend to attract dedicated enthusiasts, often willing to pay top dollar for a rare, out-of-place find. And because there are so few of these 1979 one-dime pennies still in circulation, their rarity will likely maintain their appeal for years to come. As long as there are collectors who appreciate the story behind the coin and the joy of unearthing something so unique, its value will likely remain high. Moreover, the continued interest in the 1979 one-dime penny has sparked an ongoing conversation about the nature of coin production and the likelihood of future minting errors. As technology improves and the minting process becomes increasingly automated, the occurrence of these rare errors may become less frequent. This, in turn, could make error coins even more coveted by collectors, as they represent the quirks and imperfections of a past era. And it's not just seasoned collectors who are interested in such coins. New collectors and younger generations, intrigued by the idea of finding rare, valuable pieces, are beginning to take an interest in error coins as a way to enter the world of numismatics. For them, the 1979 one-dime penny represents the perfect combination of history, mystery, and potential profit. The idea of stumbling upon a coin with such a fascinating backstory is part of the thrill that draws people into the hobby. If you're someone just starting to explore the world of coin collecting, the 1979 one-dime penny can be an excellent entry point into the field. Whether you're interested in its monetary value or in the story of how it was made, this coin is a great example of how numismatics can be both educational and exciting. You'll learn about the minting process, the intricacies of design, and the fascinating history behind each coin. Additionally, the world of coin collecting is vast, and exploring other error coins or unique items could open the door to other valuable finds in your own collection. But collecting coins is about more than just the pursuit of wealth. It's about connecting with a tradition that stretches back centuries. Coins have been used as currency for thousands of years, and they hold a unique place in human history. Every coin tells a story of the time and place it came from, and those stories are woven into the fabric of the world. With each coin, whether it's a dime, penny, or any other denomination, we gain a small but valuable insight into the world that produced it. In that sense, the 1979 one-dime penny is not just a rare and valuable coin. It's a piece of a larger historical narrative, a moment in time when an error became something special. It's a reminder of the imperfections that exist in every system, and how sometimes those imperfections can lead to unexpected beauty and value. If we look beyond the financial aspects, the 1979 one-dime penny is a reflection of the human capacity to find value in the things that others might overlook. It represents the way people can see beauty in the unexpected, find meaning in the flawed, and turn something seemingly insignificant into something extraordinary. Whether it's a coin collector, a historian, or just someone fascinated by the story of how this coin came to be, the 1979 one-dime penny continues to serve as an emblem of how history is full of hidden treasures, just waiting to be discovered. As we conclude this fascinating journey through the story of the 1979 one-dime penny, we're reminded that coin collecting is much more than just a hobby. It's a quest for understanding, for uncovering the small details that shape the past and present of the world we live in. Whether you're actively hunting for rare coins or simply appreciating the beauty of a well-designed piece of currency, there's no denying that the world of numismatics is full of surprises. The 1979 one-dime penny is, and will continue to be, a part of that journey. For now, it remains one of the most coveted and expensive coins on the market, but its story will live on long after the market for error coins has shifted. It's a story of mistakes, of perseverance, of discovery. It's a story that reminds us that sometimes the most valuable things in life aren't the ones we expect, but the ones that find their way into our hands by chance. So the next time you hold a coin, any coin in your palm, think about the history behind it. What stories does it hold? What mistakes were made along the way? And who knows? Maybe the next time you find yourself sifting through a jar of spare change or browsing a dealer's case, you'll find a hidden gem, a coin that tells its own unique story, just like the 1979 one-dime penny. And if you do, perhaps you'll hold on to it, not just for its monetary value, but for the story it tells and the legacy it carries. It's often said that sometimes the smallest things can carry the biggest stories. Coins, especially the more modest ones, are the perfect example of this. You may have a handful of change in your pocket right now, and tucked inside that handful could be a piece of history, one that is not only a testament to the past, but also worth thousands of dollars today. In particular, let's talk about the 1996 One Dime penny. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that wasn't even meant to exist, but nonetheless captured the attention of collectors and historians alike. Now, you might be asking, what's so special about this coin? What makes it stand out among the many dimes and pennies circulating in the United States? To answer that question, we need to travel back in time to the 1990s, a decade that was full of significant shifts in the American economy, political scene, and, of course, its coinage. The 1990s were a period of relative stability for the U.S. Mint, but also a time of subtle changes that set the stage for some rare and valuable errors to slip through the cracks. The year 1996 was no different. As the Mint prepared to produce its standard batch of dimes, something went awry. A unique and unexpected error occurred, and the result was a coin that would be both fascinating and, as time would tell, highly coveted by numismatists. The infamous 1996 One Dime penny was born. For those who are not coin collectors, let's first take a quick look at what a regular dime looks like. The dime, a 10-cent piece, is a staple in American currency. Its design features Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, a tribute to the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt was chosen for this coin due to his leadership during the Great Depression and his pivotal role in establishing Social Security. On the reverse, you'll see a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of freedom, peace, and strength. It's a coin that has circulated widely, often overlooked, but always there. But in 1996, a flaw in the minting process led to something extraordinary. So, what exactly happened with the 1996 One Dime penny? To understand this, we have to go deeper into the mint's production process. You see, the U.S. Mint operates on a complex system of stamping coins with dies, each specially designed for a particular denomination. These dies are carefully engraved, prepared, and maintained to ensure they produce perfect coins every time. But due to a mix-up during the 1996 minting, a rare error occurred where a penny die was mistakenly used in the process of creating dimes. The result? A coin that looked very much like a dime but had the weight and the metallic composition of a penny. This was a monumental mistake that slipped through quality control and ended up in circulation. And once it did, it started catching the eyes of collectors. Imagine a coin that looks like a dime, but when you hold it in your hand, it feels slightly different. It's heavier, with a different texture and perhaps an unusual sheen. If you looked closely, you'd spot the difference in the composition of the coin as well. The mistake wasn't immediately recognized, and many of these coins were spent without a second thought. But some savvy collectors began to spot them, and word quickly spread in the numismatic community about the existence of these error coins. To say that the 1996 One Dime penny became a sought-after collectible would be an understatement. It wasn't just a random mix-up. This coin was a part of a rare group of minting errors that collectors live for. You see, in the world of coin collecting, errors like this don't just hold value because of their rarity. They also carry with them a rich story. The story of the 1996 One Dime penny is about a simple oversight that led to an unforgettable moment in the history of U.S. coinage. As the years went on, the 1996 One Dime penny became something of a legend. Some were lucky enough to find these rare coins tucked away in their coin jars or change boxes. Others went searching far and wide, hoping to uncover one of these elusive treasures. It wasn't long before the demand for these error coins skyrocketed, and prices began to climb. People who had been holding on to their 1996 One Dime pennies for years started to realize that they might have something worth far more than its face value. So, what exactly is this rare coin worth today? Well, as of now, the 1996 One Dime penny is valued at an astonishing $134,000. Yes, you read that correctly. $134,000. This price is not a joke. The rarity, the history, and the sheer oddity of the coin have made it one of the most coveted pieces among serious collectors. To think that a coin that would have normally circulated for just 10 cents is now worth so much is a testament to the unexpected nature of the numismatic world. But what makes this particular error even more fascinating is the fact that only a small number of these coins were ever produced. Most of them were caught by the mint and quickly destroyed, but a handful manage to slip through the cracks and end up in the hands of the public. The rarity of these coins, combined with the story of their creation, is what makes them so valuable today. For those who are lucky enough to own a 1996 USA One Dime penny, it's more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of how something so small and seemingly insignificant can change the course of history. It's a reminder that even the smallest mistakes can lead to the most extraordinary discoveries. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if you've got a 1996 USA One Dime penny in your collection? Well, first off, you'll need to examine the coin closely. The most obvious sign is the weight. It should feel heavier than a typical dime. Additionally, the color and texture may seem off, as the coin was produced with the copper and zinc composition of a penny, rather than the cupronickel alloy used in dimes. If you suspect that you have one, it's always best to get the coin professionally appraised to confirm its authenticity and value. For those who might not have a 1996 USA One Dime penny in their collection, don't worry. There are still plenty of other rare coins out there waiting to be discovered. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and every coin has a story to tell. Whether it's a mistake, a limited edition, or simply a coin with a unique history, there's always something to learn and explore. So, what's the takeaway from this story? The 1996 USA One Dime penny is a prime example of how rare and valuable coins can come from the most unlikely places. It's a coin that shouldn't exist, but it does, and its value continues to rise with each passing year. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who appreciates the history behind the coins you hold in your hands, this little dime penny is a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected treasures can be worth more than you could ever imagine. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the 1996 USA One Dime penny. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with fellow coin enthusiasts. And remember, keep your eyes open the next time you dig through your spare change. You never know what treasure might be hiding there. Now, imagine for a moment that you're standing in a coin shop, or maybe you're attending a coin show, surrounded by collectors and enthusiasts of all kinds. The room is filled with the quiet hum of people talking about mint marks, die varieties, and grading systems. At the center of this gathering is a table with a particularly rare specimen. Perhaps it's a batch of 1996 USA One Dime pennies, carefully placed under protective glass. To the untrained eye, they might seem like just another batch of coins, but to the true collector, this is the Holy Grail. The journey these coins have taken to get to this point is remarkable. They didn't just get lucky, they became valuable because of the rich stories behind them. When these coins first began appearing on the market, they sparked a wave of excitement. Collectors realized they weren't just looking at a mint error. These coins were part of something bigger, something that showed just how unpredictable the world of coin collecting can be. And remember, coin collecting isn't just about value. It's about the thrill of discovery, the chase for rare finds, and the satisfaction of adding a unique piece to your collection. This error wasn't immediately noticed by everyone. Some people only realized they had an unusual coin much later, after the first reports began circulating. As news of the error spread, collectors started paying more attention to their 1996 dimes. They started testing the weight, comparing it to regular dimes, and closely inspecting the composition of their coins. The excitement grew as more and more of these unusual dimes were discovered. But just how many of these error coins exist? Well, that's part of the mystery. The true number of 1996 USA One Dime pennies still in existence is uncertain, but one thing's for sure, they're incredibly rare. In fact, the rarity of these coins only adds to their allure. As time went on, it became evident that finding one of these rare dimes in your pocket change would be nothing short of a miracle. The mint's failure to catch the error early on led to the small number of these coins circulating into the general public. Eventually, they vanished either due to collectors scooping them up or people unknowingly spending them. The remaining few coins are now tightly guarded in private collections, and each one is more valuable than the last. But let's dive a little deeper into why these coins are so highly valued. When people think of valuable coins, they often think about gold or silver. But in the world of numismatics, the value of a coin isn't always determined by its precious metal content. Instead, it's the rarity, the condition, the story, and sometimes even the error that can make a coin priceless. For the 1996 USA One Dime penny, all of these factors come into play. Collectors who specialize in mint errors know that these kinds of mistakes, though rare, can make a coin far more valuable than a perfectly minted one. The rarity of the 1996 USA One Dime penny isn't just in its small numbers, it's in the story of how it came to be. The fact that this coin exists because of an unexpected mistake in the minting process only adds to its intrigue. Coin collectors love stories, and this one certainly has an interesting one to tell. What makes the 1996 USA One Dime penny even more captivating is its connection to the history of U.S. currency. The coin is a reminder of the thousands of processes and intricate steps involved in creating our everyday money. Think about it, hundreds of millions of coins are minted every year, but it only takes one small oversight to create a rare gem like this. It serves as a reminder of how even the smallest error can have a profound impact on history. Now, let's talk about the demand for this rare coin. As you can imagine, its increasing value has attracted the attention of professional and amateur collectors alike. There are even auction houses that specialize in rare coins, and when a 1996 USA One Dime penny hits the market, it creates a frenzy. The excitement that surrounds such an auction is palpable. People from all over the world are placing bids, hoping to take home this piece of history. And when that hammer finally falls, the winning bid can soar into the tens of thousands of dollars. But what about the future of the 1996 USA One Dime penny? Will its value continue to rise, or has it peaked? The truth is, predicting the future of any collectible is always a bit of a gamble. However, given the coin's rarity and the growing interest in mint errors, it's likely that the value of the 1996 USA One Dime penny will continue to appreciate over time. Numismatics is a field that thrives on rarity and demand, and with fewer of these error coins circulating, the demand is only going to increase. So, if you happen to have one in your collection, it might be worth holding on to it for a little while longer. It's also worth noting that the value of rare coins doesn't just depend on rarity alone. It also depends on condition. Coins are graded based on their physical appearance, and this grading can make a huge difference in their value. A coin in excellent condition with sharp details and minimal wear is going to fetch a higher price than one that is worn or damaged. For the 1996 USA One Dime penny, collectors are especially interested in coins that are in pristine condition. Coins that have been well preserved, perhaps even uncirculated, are the most sought after. If you're interested in pursuing coin collecting yourself, understanding grading and how it impacts a coin's value is an essential skill. Knowing how to assess the condition of a coin will help you make more informed decisions about which coins to add to your collection. And who knows, maybe you'll stumble upon your own rare error coin one day, just like the 1996 USA One Dime penny. But let's take a moment to reflect on the bigger picture here. The story of the 1996 USA One Dime penny is about more than just a rare coin. It's a story about the importance of paying attention to the little things. It's a reminder that even the smallest details matter. And sometimes those details can lead to something extraordinary. In a world full of mass-produced, commonplace objects, rare treasures like this remind us of the beauty in imperfection. This coin represents a fascinating intersection of history, chance, and human error. It's a symbol of how even a mistake, something that might be discarded or overlooked, can turn into something of immense value. And that's what makes this coin so special. It's more than just a mistake in minting. It's a part of the ongoing legacy of American currency as we wrap up this journey through the history of the 1996 USA One Dime penny. I hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for the world of coin collecting and the fascinating stories that these tiny pieces of metal can tell. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just a casual observer, there's something magical about the way coins connect us to the past and, in some cases, lead us to unexpected fortunes. So next time you reach into your pocket for change, remember that you could be holding a piece of history in your hand. And if you happen to find a 1996 USA One Dime penny, you might just have a treasure worth more than you ever imagined. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into one of the most intriguing errors in U.S. coinage history. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more stories about rare coins, valuable finds, and the fascinating world of numismatics. And don't forget, if you're ever in doubt about a coin's authenticity, always get it checked by a professional. After all, you never know when you might be holding on to your next big find. Until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring, and keep an eye on your spare change. The 1996 USA One Dime penny. It's important to take a moment to reflect on the sheer impact this error had on the numismatic community. This coin didn't just change the way people viewed dimes. It highlighted the meticulous and often unpredictable nature of coin production. To put it in perspective, let's think about how rare errors like this are. The process of minting coins is incredibly complex, with many steps involved to ensure each coin is produced to perfection. However, despite all the checks and balances in place, mistakes still happen. These errors, while frustrating for the mint, become treasures for collectors. And when those mistakes are as unique as the 1996 USA One Dime penny, they become legendary. You might wonder, how exactly do collectors know when a coin is an error? Well, there are a few key characteristics to look out for. In the case of the 1996 USA One Dime penny, one of the first things a collector would notice is the weight. A standard dime weighs 2.268 grams, while a penny weighs 2.5 grams. Even though the 1996 dime penny might look similar to a regular dime, its weight will give it away. This is a crucial detail that savvy collectors are always paying attention to, and it's often the first indicator that a coin could be something special. Beyond weight, the composition of the coin is another big clue. Dimes are primarily made of a cupronickel alloy, which gives them their silvery appearance, while pennies are composed mostly of copper. As a result, the color and feel of the two coins differ significantly. The 1996 USA One Dime penny, being made from a penny die, carries the reddish-brown color of copper, whereas regular dimes have a shiny, silver-like finish. So, if you happen to stumble across a dime that looks a little too coppery or heavy, it might just be one of these rare error coins. Now, let's take a step back and appreciate how coins are designed and produced. The U.S. Mint uses a process called die engraving to create the designs on coins. Dies are the stamps that impress the designs onto blank coins or planchets, which are then struck under extreme pressure to produce the finished coins. A typical die for a dime would have been carefully engraved with Roosevelt's image and the reverse design of the torch, olive branch, and oak branch. But when the wrong die, one used for pennies, was mistakenly used during the 1996 minting, it produced an anomaly. A coin that was visually and mechanically a dime but with the characteristics of a penny. The minting process is an incredibly precise operation, but like any complex system, mistakes can happen. And when they do, it's the collectors who benefit. The 1996 USA One Dime penny is a perfect example of how a small error can lead to a massive amount of excitement in the numismatic world. But what about other famous coin errors? Well, the world of minting mistakes is filled with intriguing examples. From the famous 1913 Liberty Head nickel to the 2000 Sacagawea dollar with a flipped die, coin errors have been creating buzz for collectors for over a century. These errors are often caused by mishaps in the minting process, such as a die becoming worn out, improper alignment, or in the case of our 1996 USA One Dime penny, the wrong die being used entirely. And these errors aren't just restricted to dimes or pennies. Every type of coin produced by the U.S. Mint has had its share of mistakes over the years, and each of them has a story to tell. One of the most interesting aspects of coin errors is that they often represent a glimpse into the inner workings of the mint itself. When an error occurs, it's not just a mistake. It's a reflection of the mint's production process and how meticulously coins are created. Every coin that leaves the mint is the result of an intricate series of steps. And when a coin slips through the cracks with a flaw, it offers collectors and historians alike a rare opportunity to examine that process in a tangible way. It's also worth noting that error coins are not just valuable because they're mistakes. They also hold a certain mystique. In a way, they're like little pieces of the mint's history, frozen in time and never to be repeated. For collectors, owning an error coin is like holding a fragment of history in their hands. The 1996 USA One Dime penny, for example, is a coin that almost never should have existed, but thanks to a mix-up in the minting process, it did. And because of that, it's now one of the most sought-after coins in the world. So, how do you go about finding these treasures? Well, the world of coin collecting can be both thrilling and frustrating. Rare coins like the 1996 USA One Dime penny don't just fall into your lap. They require patience, diligence, and sometimes a bit of luck. The first step is to keep an eye on your change. Coin collectors often spend time sorting through their loose change, carefully inspecting every coin that passes through their hands. It's a slow process, but with the right knowledge and attention to detail, you just might uncover a rare find. But it's not just about looking at coins that come from your own pockets. Many collectors also attend coin shows and auctions, where rare coins like the 1996 USA One Dime penny can often be found. These events are an excellent way to network with other collectors, learn more about coin grading and authentication, and even purchase coins from private sellers. If you're serious about collecting, building relationships with other enthusiasts can be incredibly valuable. Not only will you learn more about the world of numismatics, but you may also come across opportunities to acquire rare coins. When it comes to buying and selling coins, it's important to educate yourself about the process of grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. Understanding how to properly grade a coin is essential for ensuring that you're making a smart investment. A coin's grade plays a huge role in determining its value, and a coin in excellent condition can fetch far more than a coin that's been heavily circulated and damaged. Now, let's circle back to the incredible value of the 1996 USA One Dime penny. At $134,000, this coin is more than just a rare collectible. It's an investment. Many collectors view rare coins like this as assets that will appreciate over time. As we've seen in recent years, the demand for rare coins has only grown, and the 1996 USA One Dime penny is a prime example of how valuable mistakes can be. For the lucky few who own one of these coins, it's not just a collector's item. It's a tangible piece of financial history. But even if you don't have a 1996 USA One Dime penny in your collection, there are still plenty of other ways to get involved in the world of numismatics. The beauty of coin collecting is that there's always something new to discover, and every coin you come across has its own story to tell. Whether it's a rare error coin, a historical relic, or a coin from a distant country, the world of coins is filled with endless possibilities. For those new to coin collecting, it's important to start with the basics. Learn about different types of coins, familiarize yourself with the history behind them, and begin building your collection slowly. With time and patience, you might just find yourself with a piece of history, and who knows, your next big find could be a coin worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, as you continue to explore the fascinating world of coins, keep an eye out for those rare finds. The next 1996 USA One Dime penny might just be waiting for you to discover it.